20s is a very exciting age group. It is also the age group when you start earning money. But there is only one problem. Majority of young folks that start earning money have no clue about where to invest their money. And that's where the young folks end up making many financial mistakes. Honestly speaking, 20s is the time that would decide the fate of rest of your life. A wise financial planning would help you live a financially comfortable life, whereas a wrong financial decision could end up destroying your financial life. So make sure you take the right financial decision. The moment you start earning, your uncle would suggest a life insurance policy. Life insurance is almost like a ritual in India. Unfortunately, the majority of them have no clue about the return of the insurance policy. As a result, they fall into this insurance trap for a very long time. Now there is a set of folks who are so charged up in their 20s that they want to double their wealth in no time. I don't blame them. It is the age when there is a high adrenaline rush. They end up investing in day trading, futures and options, and penny stocks. Eventually, they end up losing their hard-earned money. On the other side, there are a set of young folks who do not have any idea about investment and end up keeping money in saving account and FD. They don't understand the difference between real versus nominal return and impact of inflation rate. As a result, they end up shrinking their money. To sum up, majority of folks in their 20s can be divided into two groups. On one side, you have a set of people who are highly aggressive investors and end up losing their hard-earned money with penny stock or day trading. On the other side, you have highly conservative investors who end up shrinking their money in saving account, FD and insurance. Both the approaches are wrong. The ideal way is to make a balanced investment portfolio. How to do that? I will tell you in this video. Hello everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy where I explain everything about money management in layman's language. Now that I am in my early 30s, when I take a look back into my 20s, I realize that I have made a few financial mistakes. Luckily, I found the right people to follow and read the right books that helped me avoid the fatal financial mistakes. But there are still a few things that I would like to correct. So in this video, I have prepared a list of financial advice and investment options for my younger self in my 20s. At the end, I have also suggested the app to invest and track all the investment. I am sure this would help a lot of young folks who have recently started earning or about to start earning. Alright, let's get started. I still remember when I was in 10th class. Everyone said, just get good grades in 10th board and your life would be set. I really got pumped and worked hard. Got decent marks and then thought my life would be set. Later, I realized that my journey of struggle has just started. Then everyone said, just get good grades in 12th board and your life would be set. I did that. Still, life was not set. Then everyone said, just get into a good engineering college and your life would be set. I got into a decent engineering college. Then they said, just get a good placement and your life would be set. I got placed in a good company. Yet, life was not set. Eventually, I realized that I have become a part of this rat race where everyone is running behind money. And that's when I came across this idea to achieve financial freedom at an early age. I quickly realized that my life would never be set until I achieve financial freedom. The entire idea was to reach a financial state where I don't have to work for money anymore, so that I could do what I really love doing. Friends, this is the harsh reality of life. Everyone wants a financially comfortable life. Everyone wants a nice car and a nice house. Everyone wants to go for exotic vacation. Everyone wants to buy those branded stuff. But in the pursuit to achieve financial goals, somewhere we end up compromising with our life. We end up compromising with our relationship. We end up compromising with our health. Yet, it takes ages to achieve all financial goals. If I ask you, how many of you want to work till the age of 60? I am sure nobody would want that. In fact, Looking at the current state of stress and competition with unhealthy lifestyle, it is almost impossible to work till the age of 60. Hence, the idea is to achieve financial freedom at an early age, as early as in the 40s. Now let's discuss how to make a balanced portfolio to achieve the financial goals. The most important part of financial planning is diversification. You don't want to keep all your eggs in a single basket. Think this way. If you invest all your money in a particular stock and due to any reason the company fails, then you will lose all your money. Or if you keep all your money in a bank and if the bank fails, then you will lose the money. Although bank failure has a very low probability, but it is not impossible. Hence, you should make a fine balance with your investment. In your 20s, you would have negligible or very low liability. Hence, you can take relatively higher risk. That's where you can invest a majority of money in equity instrument. As a thumb rule, you can subtract your age from 100 and invest the remaining money in equity. For example, if you are 25-year-old, then you can invest 75% of the money in equities. Now within equity, you can break your investment in equity-based mutual fund and stocks. So out of rupees 100, I would suggest investing 75% in equity, and within that, 50% can be invested in equity-based mutual fund and remaining 25 can be invested in stocks. First of all, the moment you start earning money, you should plan your taxes. If your taxable income is above 5 lakh. What are the options to save taxes? Well, there are multiple options. But the best option is to save tax under 80C with ELSS mutual fund. Under 80C, you can reduce your tax liability up to 1.5 lakh. For example, if your income is 6.5 lakh, then you can invest 1.5 lakh under 80C and reduce your taxable income to 5 lakh. Please note that there is no tax on income below 5 lakh. So you will end up paying zero tax on income up to 6.5 lakh. There are a few other options to save tax under 80C. But I personally save tax with ELSS mutual fund. That is Equity Linked Savings Scheme. The best part with ELSS mutual fund is high return in the long term. I have already created an in-depth video on best ELSS mutual fund. You can also consider PPF and EPF for tax saving. PPF has a current interest rate of 7.1% and EPF has an interest rate of 8.5%. Now within equity mutual fund, make sure that you keep a fine balance between large cap, mid cap and small cap category. You should have an exposure in index fund that replicate Nifty and Nifty 50. So out of 50%, you can invest 15 to 20% in an ELSS fund, 15 to 20% in an index fund like UTI Nifty 50 and UTI Nifty Next 50 or XS Nifty 100. Remaining 20% can be invested in active mutual fund. Within that, the better option would be to invest in flexi cap mutual fund that automatically balances your investment across large, mid and small cap. You can also have exposure in US stocks. So I personally like Parag Parikh long-term equity fund that invests across large cap, mid cap and small cap category along with diversification in US based stocks. Alternately, you can explore Mirae Emerging Blue Chip Fund, Kotak Flexi Cap Fund, Mirae Focus Fund and SBI Focus Fund. If you want a dedicated exposure in US based mutual fund, you can explore Motilal Oswal S&P 500 mutual fund. You can explore my video on top mutual fund for 2021. Now remaining 25% from equity can be invested directly in stocks. This is a tricky part, mainly because when you are new to the stock market, you do not know how to pick quality stocks. Majority of people end up investing based on tips. Unfortunately, majority of tips do not cover quality stocks. So if you are new to the stock market and do not have much idea, then I would strongly suggest investing in companies with strong management, strong competitive advantage, a proven track record, bright future growth prospect and solid financials. For example, you can pick two companies from each sector, like HDFC Bank and Kotak Bank from banking sector, Infosys and TCS from IT sector, Cipla and Divis Lab from pharma, Bajaj Auto and Eicher Motor from auto sector, HUL and Nestle from FMCG sector, Now you can also pick quality stocks like Asian Paints, Pidilite, Titan, HCL, IRCTC, ITC, Bajaj Finance, HDFC Limited, Reliance, etc. As you gain more and more experience in the stock market, you can consider investing in mid-cap and small-cap stocks. But first, start with top-notch companies with very low downward risk. The reason is that many young folks end up investing in penny stock with a hope to fetch multi-bagger returns. But ignore the risk aspect. As a result, majority of them lose money in stock market. Hence, better start with top quality stocks. Do not try to time the stock market. The better option would be to invest a fixed sum every month like SIP in both mutual fund and stocks. After equity-based investment, you would be left with 25% money. Make sure that you use this money to build an emergency fund of 6 to 9 months of your monthly expenses. For example, if your monthly expense is rupees 30,000, then you can build an emergency fund of 2 to 2.5 lakh. Trust me friends, this is an extremely important part of your financial planning. I have seen many people ending up borrowing money from friends and relatives just because they had no savings. Make sure that you invest this money in highly liquid investment option so that you can access the money whenever you want. Ideally, saving account is the most liquid option, but the problem is very low return of 2.5% to 3.5%, which is much below the inflation rate. Hence, you also need to consider the fact that you are able to at least beat the inflation rate, which is roughly around 5% in India. So you can consider FD or Flexi FD, but make sure you keep money with trusted and well-known bank. Do not get carried away with additional 1 to 2% return from unknown banks. Alternately, you can consider liquid fund or money market fund to park your emergency fund. So liquid fund and money market funds are type of debt mutual fund with very low volatility and returns are in the range of 5 to 7%. There is no exit load on liquid fund and money market fund. You can explore Axis Liquid Fund, HDFC Liquid Fund, SBI Liquid Fund, HDFC Money Market Fund, etc. You can also consider 5% of your investment in digital gold. This would help you with diversification. So this way, you will build a balanced portfolio with exposure in stocks, mutual fund, liquid fund, FD, PPF, gold, etc. Now the question is how to invest. For example, you can explore the individual website of each mutual fund house, or you can invest via mutual fund aggregators like Grow, Kuvera, Zerodha Coin, Paytm Money, etc. You can also consider Zerodha for stocks. I personally prefer Zerodha. I prefer these companies as they have strong management and strong data privacy. Now there will be one problem. You won't be able to keep a track of all your investment in a single platform. This is a big problem. I have seen many people earning 1 lakh per month but end up saving nothing. They simply don't keep a track of their money. So it is important to keep a track of your income, expenses and investment. You can either manage an Excel file or you can use this app INDmoney. This app can help you track all your investment in stocks, mutual fund, PPF, FD, etc. in a single platform. It can help you track your loans, credit card bill and all expenses. You can even invest in US stock with this app. Those who are not aware about INDmoney would be skeptical about the data privacy. So INDmoney is a secure app that is approved and audited by SEBI. Its founder is Ashish Kashyap, who is also the founder of GoIBibo. So you can trust the management. They also have strong security feature around data privacy. Moreover, you can always manage your security levels with email and SMS and let them access what you want. So in this video, we discussed the best option to invest money for someone in their 20s. If you are in your 20s, I hope this video will help you with your financial planning and achieve your financial freedom at an early age. The focus should be to increase the income and reduce the expenses and invest the money in right instrument with proper diversification. If you start investing in your 20s, you will also enjoy the power of compounding. And Albert Einstein said that compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. If you found this video helpful, do share it with your friends and relatives. I will see you with another video. Till then, take care.